Good morning, students. Today we will study how to make interrogative sentences from assertive to interrogative. Now, what do we remember? How do we change this sentences? Here you see. Normally, when we change into interrogative, we have to first see which tense the sentence is in and accordingly change it into interrogative. So, when we change into interrogative, we have to use the helping verb to start our answer. We also have to remember to change the sentence into its negative form if the question is in its positive form and vice versa. Now, there we have an example. Now, see this example. How do we change? See the sentence. He was present for the function. Now, the first point which we wrote is we have to see which tense the sentence is. Now, this sentence, he was present for the function, I have underlined was. That is the verb which denotes the tense of the sentence. Now, this was is a helping verb. Tense is past tense. So normally we have to use in the second point which we have stated the helping verb. That was is that helping verb over there. So with that we start our answer in make interrogative. So third thing which I have written is if the sentence is positive you have to change it into its negative form. Now this sentence is positive, so we have to make it a negative, so we give it a negative answer to this sentence. So your answer starts with was, but making it negative it becomes wasn't. Then you put the subject of the sentence. Wasn't he present for the function, and in the end you have to put the question mark since we are making it interrogative. Remember children, in a hurry if you forget the question mark, forget your mark also. You will not get any marks because you have not made it interrogative. Why? Because you forgot to put the interrogative mark over there. Next example we see, they will complete the work tomorrow. Now here we have will in our sentence. So our answer starts with will. That is our helping verb. Now this will, when it changes into its negative form, is will not. But we give it a short form of it. Will not changes to won't. W-O-N apostrophe T. Since we are giving it a negative answer. So will not becomes won't. And then you put the subject they. Then you finish the sentence as it is. Won't they complete the work tomorrow? Then next sentence, she did not answer the exam. Now this is a negative sentence. We will give it a positive answer. The previous two were positive sentences. So we gave negative answers. Now we will give it a positive answer. Did is your verb which is present in the sentence with which we will start our answer. But remember, not is also present in the sentence. So your answer now will become positive. Did she answer the exam? In a hurry, if you put not in your answer, then your answer will be wrong because your question is negative. So be careful whenever you write. If the question is negative, you have to give it a positive answer. This you have to remember. See that in the same way, if we don't have the helping verb and we are supposed to change the sentence into its interrogative form, at that time we have to first see what is the tense of the sentence and accordingly get the answer. Now there are no helping verbs like am, is, are, was, were, no, do, does, did, no, can, no, could, no, will, no, would, nothing. It is just a regular verb, not a helping verb. At that time you see the tense of the sentence. Say suppose if the sentence is in present tense, your sentence is present tense, simple present tense. At that time you have to use do and does depending on what is the subject of our answer. Now do is normally used for first person. I do, they do, you do, first, second and third person. And does, sorry, not third person, first person, second person, and for third person singular you use does. This you have to remember. Third person singular, you will use does, that is he, she, or it. In your answer at that time, you will start your answer with does. We'll take the example over here. She writes a letter every week. Now, she writes a letter. This is simple present tense. Now, there are no helping verbs. Now, this is simple present tense. So, you have to use either do or does, depending what is the subject. Now, our subject over here is she. She is third person. Whenever you have a subject third person, that means your answer will start with does. And since this is a positive sentence, you have to give it a negative answer. So you start your answer with doesn't. Doesn't she? Now our verb is writes. Writes, that S you have to remove from your answer. You will write WRITE. Don't add the S over there because we have already put does over there. So the S automatically has to be removed in your answer. Doesn't she write a letter every week? This is how it should be. Doesn't she write? That S has gone into does. A letter every week. Next, they contact the manager for the meeting. This is also simple present tense. They contact the manager for the meeting. Now over here, our subject is they, third person plural. Does is only used for third person singular. Otherwise, everywhere you have to use do. So your answer starts with do, and you have to give it a negative answer. So you make it don't. Don't they contact the manager for the meeting? We will further see, if the sentence is in past tense, then we are supposed to use did to start our answer without helping verbs, that is. And the sentence is past tense, you will use did. See the example over here. He lost the golden ring. Lost is denoting past tense. So our answer starts with did. And you have to make it negative since the question is positive. So didn't he? Then your verb lost will not remain as lost in your answer. It will go in its present tense. Didn't he lose the golden ring? The next sentence, they selected the captain of the team. This is past tense. Here, all answers in past tense, that is simple past tense, will start with did at all points of time. Whether your subject be third person or first person or plural form doesn't matter. So your answer will always start with did in past tense. Didn't they, then selected becomes select. That ed will go away from there because we have already used the past verb. Didn't they select the captain of the team? She did not copy the answer from the book. Now here did is present in the sentence, so we will give it a positive answer because this is a negative question. Did not. So your answer will have only did in the beginning. Did she copy the answers from the book? Negative becomes positive. The sentences have changed. Now we will look for some more sentences in our exercise further. She is the main resource person in the group. Now here we have the helping verb is. So our answer will start with is, and since it is a positive sentence, we will give it a negative answer. So your answer will start with isn't. Isn't she the main resource person in the group? Next sentence. He was the monitor of the class. Here we have was. So our answer will start with again was. It is a positive sentence, so we give it a negative answer. So our answer will start with wasn't he the monitor of the class. Then we will say another sentence. They could not understand the story. Now here our helping verb is could. So our answer will start with could. Negative is given in the sentence. So our answer will not have a negative in the sentence. Could they understand the story? This is our answer. Next sentence. We will build a new house the next year. Here our verb is will, which will start our answer. Make it negative. So we will write won't. Won't we build a new house the next year? One more sentence we see. The players were not tired after the match. Here the sentence is negative. So the negative is always followed, the previous word is your helping verb. It always follows the helping verb, so that helping verb will start your answer. Our helping verb is were. So were the players tired after the match? Some more sentences we see. He acted stupidly in the party. Now here there is no helping verb. He acted stupidly in the party is past tense. So we have already learnt before that if it is past tense, your answer will start with did. Now this is a positive sentence, give it a negative answer. Didn't he act? Acted has changed to act stupidly in the party. Next sentence. She forgot the files in the office. Again, we have a past tense sentence. So we will start our answer with did, and we have to give it a negative answer. Didn't she? Forgot will change to forget the files in the office. And the sentence we see, we did not accept the invitation. Now this is past form did not, negative sentence, so we will give it a positive answer. Did we accept the invitation? The workers built a nice house. Didn't the workers built changes to build now. Built is past tense, build is present tense. This is also past tense sentence which we have changed. Next sentence you see. The manager did not sign the check. So your answer will start with did. Did the manager sign the checks? This is how you change the sentences. These all are past tense sentences starting either with did or did not, depending on the sentence whether it is positive or negative sentence. Now we further see the sentences. She breaks the wooden table into two parts. Now this is simple present tense with no helping verbs. So we will use either do or does depending on our subject. Our subject is she, third person singular. So we will start our answer with doesn't. Doesn't she break? Breaks changing to break. Doesn't she break the wooden table into two parts? Next sentence. We calculate the sums of homework in the period itself. Now our subject is we. We calculate the sums of homework. Now since our subject is we in its plural form, so we use do. And to make it negative, we make start our answer with don't. Don't we calculate the sums of homework in the period itself? Next sentence we see, the children will enjoy the movie in the cinema hall. Now here we have the helping verb will. So our answer starts with will, since we are going to make it negative, we will start with won't. Won't the children enjoy the movie in the cinema hall? He collects flowers from the garden. Again, simple present tense. He collects flowers. Subject is he, which is third person, so we use does in the answer. We start with does. Doesn't he collects, changing to collect flowers from the garden. Next sentence. We can fix the broken pipes of water. Here we have can. So start our answer with can itself, and since it is positive we will make it a negative sentence. Can going to change to can't. Can't we fix the broken pipes of water?